going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the videos, my name is Mo. This is my channel, Mo Nation. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing is doing a basic wash on this brand new C8 Corvette, and we're going to be answering the question on whether this car is coated or not coated, and then I'll let y'all decide the answer to that question. So let's go ahead and get this video started. To my knowledge, there's I guess a few ways you can tell if a vehicle really has been ceramic coated, right? And a lot of times when somebody buys a new vehicle from the dealership, they'll say, hey, it's been coated, and it probably hasn't. I work at a dealership. I know exactly what a lot of them do, is that they send it back there, they spray a little liquid wax on it, run it through the wash, and call it ceramic coated. That's not coated. Now, number one, you may get lucky. They may have hired somebody to come and coat it. They may have put it on Carfax, and hey, that happens. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen often. Two, you can wash it. Now, I've washed a couple ceramic coated vehicles to kind of know like the properties to kind of look for. A lot of times, if it's ceramic coated like freshly, it'll resist. Sometimes it'll resist the soap. You'll start seeing like right when you spray the foam on there, it'll start spreading. A lot of times I have to add extra soap in my foam cannon. Obviously the hydrophobic properties and stuff like that, it'll be a little bit more than just what you would get from a wax or a sealant. So for this one, we're gonna do a full wash because rinsing it off won't do anything. It'll as you saw, like as I rinse it off, it kind of is hydrophobic, but we need to do a full wash on it just to kind of see what happens, because I could wash it and strip that wax off just from the wash, as y'all about to see. Alright, so this is this customer's second vet. They already had one before this, same thing, just different color, and it had less features. Now, even on their first vet, they sent it to a shop, had it coated, had a PPF and stuff like that, and I noticed some weird things that was going on with the vet. There was like a whole side on that Corvette that was not coated, like the water was just flat. Also, I noticed like on that front splitter, they had buffing trails on the front splitter, and then also like half of the front splitter was coated, and then the other half wasn't, which was weird. I never said nothing to the customer about it because they were happy about it, and there was no point to ruin that happiness. And plus, I just don't like bashing other detailers. I'm like, hey, if the customer's happy with it, they happy with it. There's no point for me to go and say, hey, this wasn't done and that wasn't done, this wasn't done. So that's just how I feel about things. Alright, so as y'all see, I am rinsing off the hood, and the hood looks great. The hood would make you think that, hey, this thing is it got coated, from the dealership or whatever. But then as I move on to the rear of the vet, like the doors and stuff like that, the water is just sticking to it. So the hood actually has PPF on it. From the hood, the front bumper, and I think some of the fender, I can't really remember, but some of that fender had a little bit of PPF on it, and the mirrors as well. And the properties were great. It was repellent. It was easier to clean. Now, like I said, once I got towards the back, the quarter panel and all that stuff, that part of the vet was flat. It was like nothing was on it. And so, me personally, I feel like the car is not ceramic coated. Now, what I think is they put a wax on it, like a filler wax, to kind of fill in some of those swirls and scratches and stuff like that. And I'll get more into why I think they did that. since there's no type of protection on it, I went ahead and sprayed it down with some Formula 4. Now that's gonna give it a little bit of protection, and that may only last for maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5, maybe a week worth of protection from the Formula 4. But really, I'm spraying Formula 4 as a drying aid to help me dry it off, because the water's just sitting on there super flat, as y'all can see. That Formula 4 is gonna help it bead up, and like I said, it's gonna make it easier for me to dry it off. So if you're wondering, the Formula 4 is diluted 10 to 1, and then right now what I'm using is Aqua Gloss, and the way I dilute it is 250 milliliters of Aqua Gloss to 100 milliliters of water, just enough so I can spray it through the paint gun. Now, as y'all can see, I'm using the applicator pad to apply the tire shine, just because of those low profile low profile tires that's on the C8. Now, after I finish doing what I do and just washing it and drying it off, I did a further inspection on it. So on the driver's side door, there was some holograms, and then there was a good bit of like swirls and scratches to say that this vet is brand spanking new. There was a good bit of swirls, and then on the top was a little hazy, like the convertible side of things was hazy, as if maybe it had a scratch or something and somebody tried to buff it out. So and that's why I think when they went over it with a wax and they used a filler wax to fill in some of those swirls and so those fine scratches, to make it look, you know, when the sunlight was hitting it at first, it looked great. I didn't really notice the swirls until after I finished washing it, and I probably stripped off of that filler wax, pretty much is what happened. But yeah, so y'all will see more of this Corvette. If you follow me on my Instagram, you follow me on any of my social media, y'all already know what's coming next to this Corvette. So make sure y'all go follow my Instagram. Follow just that kid 2Ds2_. Mosmo with detailing is for business pretty much only. But you can follow me on TikTok, and sometimes I post things on Facebook as well. If y'all want to kind of get ahead of things, you know. So I post a lot of things early on there, and then y'all see stuff almost a month, 2 weeks to almost a month late. So thank y'all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's coated, or do you think it's not coated? Let's go.